is actually a metaphor used by the writer in the sense that this world has been considered as a rat trap, as like the rat trap that tempted that tempts its victim, that is the rat, when it is attached a snare, a bait, like a food particle that is bad, or in a hook of fish, we attach it earthworm or anything that attracts the fish. And in this sense, this world is a rat trap for author, as it tempts everyone here for material benefit, and in the end everyone gets trapped. Someone is given the promise that he will be provided a job by a company. Someone is tempted by an institution that you will be provided good education or your kid, and here is this and that facility available. But in the end, we see that it is actually to trap, to make victim that very person, to grab the money, to exploit his weakness, to exploit his helplessness. Therefore, the rat trap, Selma Lagerlof, that is from Switzerland, Swedish writer, and she says, once upon a time there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of fire. We know that once upon a time, actually this very sentence, this very phrase is used in the children's stories, and also it is used when we have some pleasant past memories, but they are no longer existing now, and we are sorry for them, and we are, that we repent, and we do not like that they have gone, or they should be disappeared, they have disappeared from our culture, and we use this once upon a time. But here it is that a long time ago there was a man and who was a peddler. He is the main character around which all the other characters revolve around, and who used selling small rat traps of wire. He earned his money, his livelihood by selling rat traps, and these rat traps, were made up of wire, because some are made up of wood, but the rat traps he made were made up of wire. He made them himself at odd moments. Odd movement here means short period of free time, when someone has some free time, and he made them, because after the job of selling the rat traps, there remains some time, that is odd movement for him, and in this time he made these rat traps from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. But this indicates that how poor he was. Even he could not buy the material used for those rat traps by himself. He could not bear this very expenditure. Therefore, he get these material from by begging in the stores, or goes to big farms and beg them, and they provide him this very material. But even so, the business was not especially profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery. to keep body and soul together. Now, body and soul together, it is idiom. It means here that to stay alive in difficult circumstances. When circumstances are very hard, like this time at this very, that we almost entire world is passing through a difficult time, and those who are living below poverty line find very difficult to keep their body and soul together, means to earn their livelihood, to earn their living. And therefore he was so hard that he could even use his extra time, free movement, odd movements, but he could not keep his body and soul together because his business was not profitable. Therefore what he do, he also did one more thing, that was he resort petty theory, means insignificant theory. When someone stole some things that have no importance and very very insignificant, very unimportant things he stole from the houses of others. Even so, his clothes were in rags, but doing these things, he did not cover his body with decent clothes. He wore rags. His cheeks were sucking, means he could not feed himself properly. That is why these things were apparent on his body. His cheeks were sucking, means they were lowered, means hollow. When someone is starved and is not getting the proper diet, this is displayed on his face. And hunger gleamed in his eyes, means that anyone who can see him and could make out that he was hungry from his eyes. And by seeing his eyes, one could get this very thing, understand this very thing, that this very person is hungry, has not taken a square meal. Thank you.